just beat a 1996 Game Boy game better than most humans ever could. That's not science fiction. That's not some obscure lab experiment. It's real. It just happened. And it's a major turning point in the AI revolution. Google's brand new Gemini 2.5 Pro model didn't just answer questions or summarize text. It completed a full playthrough of Pokémon Blue. We're talking gym battles, elite trainers, puzzles, rival encounters, the entire journey from Pallet Town to Pokémon Champion. But here's the twist. It played the game like a human, by seeing the screen and making decisions in real time. It used multiple sub-agents to plan, adapt, and act, just like a team of expert gamers working together. And it did all this with no direct access to the game's code. Just vision, reasoning, and next-level AI logic. What does this mean? It means AI isn't just smart anymore. It's learning how to play, to plan, to win. It means we're officially in the era of AI agents that don't just think, they act. And it means every other chatbot, every other model, including ChatGPT, Claude, and Grok, now has serious competition. Stay with me, because what you'll see next will blow your mind and redefine what you thought AI could do. And hey, if you want breaking AI news like this before it goes viral, hit subscribe and turn on that bell. We're your #1 source for the AI revolution every single day. Let's dive in. Let's rewind and take a closer look at what actually happened and why this is such a huge moment for AI. On May 4th, 2025, Sundar Pichai stood on stage and confirmed it. Google's Gemini 2.5 Pro had successfully completed Pokémon Blue. Not simulated, not coded, not brute forced. Gemini played it, like a real player would. It chose a starter Pokémon. It navigated towns. It figured out which attacks to use, when to heal, what items to buy. All the things you and I did when we played it growing up. Only faster and arguably smarter. This is a game released back in 1996 on an 8-bit handheld console filled with challenges that frustrated even veteran players. Who could forget getting lost in Rock Tunnel without Flash? Or trying to survive Lorelai's dugong with an underleveled team? But Gemini? It crushed it. It understood the structure of the game. It made decisions not just for the next move, but for the next 20 moves. It used long-term strategy, team balancing, and map awareness. It solved puzzles in places like the Safari Zone and Silphco without breaking a sweat. And most importantly, it wasn't hard-coded to win. This wasn't a fixed script or speedrun tool-assisted software. It was live, reactive decision-making, done through screen interpretation and tool-augmented reasoning. In essence, Gemini proved it could do what no chatbot had ever done before. Navigate a fully visual, interactive environment with complexity and purpose. This wasn't AI pretending to play. This was AI becoming a player. And in doing so, Gemini didn't just finish a game. It opened a brand new level in the future of intelligent systems. So how exactly did Gemini 2.5 Pro manage to beat Pokémon Blue, a game built for human eyes, human reflexes, and human intuition? Here's the mind-blowing part. Gemini didn't cheat the game. It didn't get access to the internal code or shortcuts. Instead, it played visually, watching the game screen like you and I would. It was fed screenshots of the game in real time with key data highlighted. Health bars, text boxes, player's position, opponent info. And with that, Gemini had to figure out what to do next. But Gemini didn't act alone. It relied on what Google calls an agent harness, basically a control tower made up of multiple mini-expert AIs or sub-agents, each responsible for different tasks. One agent managed real-time decisions like battle commands. Another tracked long-term goals such as reaching the next town or earning key items. A third handled memory and progress, recognizing when strategies weren't working and adjusting on the fly. Together, they created a modular AI system, like a team of specialists working in sync, passing context back and forth. This was not brute force, it was adaptive strategy. Gemini also had the ability to pause and reflect. It could spend extra time thinking before major decisions, like which Pokémon to evolve or when to backtrack for missed items. And when faced with a puzzle, say the infamous Safari Zone navigation, Gemini didn't just trial and error it. It learned from its environment and mapped it in real time, just like a human would. This agent-based, tool-augmented approach is what sets Gemini apart from traditional AI models. It wasn't just responding, it was planning. It wasn't just recognizing, it was understanding. This is the foundation for a new generation of AI that won't just answer questions. It will do things, accomplish goals, and solve real-world problems. And it all started with a 29-year-old game. Now let's stir the pot a little. Because Gemini isn't the only AI trying to prove it can game like a human. Enter Claude Sonnet, Anthropic's cutting-edge language model, and Gemini's biggest rival right now. Claude is attempting a similar challenge, completing Pokémon Red, the sister game to Blue. Same layout, same mechanics, same goal, become Pokémon champion. But here's where things get interesting. Claude is struggling. Not because it isn't smart. Claude is known for its deep reasoning and thoughtful responses, but because it's flying solo. Unlike Gemini, Claude doesn't use tool integration or visual agent harnesses. Instead, it's relying purely on internal text-based reasoning. No vision, no sub-agents, no enhanced environment awareness. Meanwhile, Gemini has an entire agent ecosystem backing it. It can see the screen, it can reflect with specialized reasoning, and it can act in real time. Here's how it breaks down. 1. Claude. Text input only. No tool use or visual feedback. Heavily dependent on pre-programmed logic stuck in mid-game due to decision blind spots. 2. Gemini multimodal input. Visual plus text. Real-time screen awareness. Multiple sub-agents handling micro and macro strategies. Completed the entire game without hard coding. The result? Gemini finishes Pokémon Blue like a seasoned gamer. Claude is still trying to beat Koga. This isn't just about bragging rights. It's a clear sign of where the AI arms race is heading. The old generation of LLMs, models that just talk, are now being outpaced by agentic AIs that can observe, reason, plan, and act. This is the same leap we saw when phones became smartphones. AI is no longer passive, it's becoming interactive and goal-driven. And Gemini didn't just win a game, it just might have won the first round in the next era of AI evolution. Alright, so Gemini 2.5 Pro beat Pokémon Blue. Cool story, right? But here's the truth. This isn't just a gimmick. It's a massive leap that signals where AI is heading. Because what Gemini really did wasn't just win a game. It demonstrated real-world cognitive behavior. Think about it. Pokémon Blue isn't easy. The game throws unexpected situations at you. Random encounters, status effects like sleep or poison, labyrinthine maps with zero guidance. Gemini had to adapt, reason, and act, just like a human would under pressure. Now imagine that same intelligence applied to the real world. In healthcare, an AI agent visually analyzing scans, cross-referencing symptoms, and suggesting treatment in real time. In urban planning, managing traffic flow based on live camera feeds, roadwork, and population trends. In education, tracking a student's learning pace, emotional tone, and giving personalized help on the fly. Gemini's win shows us that AI has crossed a key threshold. It's no longer about answering questions. It's about solving problems that evolve moment by moment. And here's the kicker. This wasn't brute force. Gemini didn't rely on trial and error or endless simulations. It used a limited data set, vision, memory, and agents, the same components future AIs will use in critical industries. It's like watching a child learn by playing, except this child is a lightning-fast, always learning, never sleeping digital mind. And it just proved it can think ahead, adapt in real time, and complete complex tasks, all from visuals alone. That's the future. We're not just building chatbots anymore. We're building digital problem solvers that can operate in the wild, in your world, solving tasks that used to require years of training or experience. Gemini didn't just play a game. It opened the door to AI that understands the world and acts inside it. So here's the big question. If Gemini can beat a 29-year-old game using visual input, decision-making, and layered intelligence, what else can it do? The answer? Almost anything. We're officially entering the age of AI agents, intelligent systems that don't just process data, but complete missions. Let's be clear, Gemini didn't wait for a prompt. It wasn't told, use Thunderbolt now. It evaluated the situation, understood the goal, and acted on its own. This is what makes it different from every generation of AI that came before it. And it's just the beginning. Picture this, an AI mechanic diagnosing your car using a camera feed. A logistics agent adjusting deliveries in real time based on traffic and inventory. A digital assistant rearranging your week automatically when a meeting gets canceled. These aren't future fantasies. These are logical next steps. And Gemini just proved the tech is ready. We've moved beyond chatbots and search engines. Now we're talking about AI that can think, plan, and adapt. Like a coworker, like a partner, like a digital teammate. In fact, Google has already started integrating Gemini into phones, apps, and productivity tools. Soon, AI won't be something you use. It'll be something that works with you in the background, like a second brain. And guess what? This shift will disrupt everything, from how we learn, to how we game, to how we live. Gemini beating Pokémon Blue was the first domino to fall. But mark my words, in the next 12 to 24 months, we're going to see agent-powered apps, autonomous AI co-pilots, and smart systems that execute full tasks with zero micromanagement. This is no longer a vision board. This is a launch pad. Gemini just showed us that the age of passive AI is over. The era of autonomous, active AI agents has begun. So here's the truth. This wasn't just a win for Google. This was a wake-up call for the world. And AI just beat a game millions of us spent childhoods trying to finish. And it didn't do it by cheating. It did it by learning, by observing, by thinking. And now, it's coming for everything else. AI is no longer passive, it's proactive. It doesn't wait for instructions, it executes goals. It doesn't need a roadmap, it creates its own path. Gemini 2.5 Pro just proved that the era of reactive AI is over. We're entering a new phase, where AI doesn't just assist, it acts. And trust me, this is only the beginning, so if you want to stay ahead of this revolution, subscribe right now. Turn on notifications so you never miss a breakthrough. Drop a comment below. What do you want to see Gemini beat next? Minecraft, Elden Ring, the stock market? Let's talk. Because from this point on, AI won't just play the game, it will start defining the rules. This is AI's first win in gaming, but it won't be its last. I'll see you in the next update.